So, I'm going to bring us back to the NWA because I'm really excited about some of the things that I've heard recently. Has your plan always been eventually to get the National Wrestling Alliance like the old NWA of dealing with the territories, working in the territory environment once again?
You know, when I bought it, the previous owner had licensed out the name to a ton of different territories, and I think he was charging like $500 a year just to use the name. There was no control. So it was kind of a free for all, and you had NWA companies everywhere. My first thing that I did was we reached out to all of them and said, "Listen, we're open to working with you, but as far as we're concerned, we don't have any reason to continue. So you need to kind of make your case why we should continue, and we're willing to entertain that." Complete hostility, like off the chart hostility. I paid my $500 and you can't tell me, and who are you? And you don't know, what about, and so I just finally made the decision. All right, get rid of all of it. And maybe there was a few where that was unfair too, but overall it was like, I just need a clean slate.
Right.
Well, if you're going to do it, you need to do the whole thing. You can't just do partly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it really only kind of cropped back up as an idea recently, with real force in talking to EC3, because he had moved back to Cleveland, which is his home, and he was starting Exodus Pro and going back to our time in TNA, and we've always stayed in touch since that time. I said, what do you think about making this the first kind of new NWA territory under my sort of world? And he loved the idea. He got it right away. And so we started talking about what we would each need. And so we just announced it. We were shocked by the positive reaction. People from all over the world started applying like crazy. It's the reaction. So something, how can I put it? There's obviously an organic need for this indie outreach and creating connectivity. So there's something there. And so we're really exploring it. Because, in the short term, we were just looking at people we're already in business with. So that's very exciting. As I like to say, I don't have $1 billion. I wish I did. So we're going to have to get very serious about creating a ground game and finding the superstars of tomorrow way before they reach the point where the Dave Meltzers of the world are writing about them. It's going to be something we're going to have to figure out how to do. And so having people on the ground, me going to seminars, being able to not only see tape, but talk to people. And one of the great things that EC3 has already done is when we had the seminar the other day, who's he got at the seminar? Tom Latimer, Aaron Stevens. He's got people in the building with different levels of experience. Tom, obviously coming out of the UK system, same kind of world Fit Finley came out of. Young wrestlers need to get that perspective and that not everybody comes into it, obviously, with somebody of Kurt's skill set. Many people, of course, fall in love with professional wrestling and all they learn how to do is be a professional wrestler. They don't necessarily have the mat skills, and there's a lot there. And, I don't have a performance center. I can't send them down to Florida and say, go train with, whoever's down there right now,
Well, I